All right, welcome back, everybody. Going to be running some planar cube here again on Arena. This time around, we're on the Innistrad plane. So, yeah, lots of zombies, gothic horror stuff. You'll see here. I did one draft on the Zendikar version of the cube, which they had up last week. I haven't played any of this Innistrad one. I'm recording this on Saturday, July or August 1st. So it's been up for a few days. We'll see how well advanced everybody else is compared to me, since I haven't played any. But yeah, let's just get into the queue here to start. And I will say I sort of wanted to play more of these cubes, although my first experience with the Zendikar one, it left a little bit to be desired. I think my main issues with this are, first of all, the base. There's a selection of cards that are going to exist in all three versions of the cube, and I think the number of cards they did, I want to say it's like 280 cards or something like that. I think it's too many. It makes the drafts not feel like I was expecting more of like a block style draft, or a block cube with more powerful cards. It doesn't really feel that way. It's more, I don't know, you get a lot of the just generic powerful arena cards that kind of take away from the rest of the plane experience. We'll see if it's any different on Zendikar or on Innistrad here, but it certainly felt that way on Zendikar. The other thing I don't like is the arena only cards. I just think a lot of them are way overtuned. It kind of takes away from my personal enjoyment, but we'll see. Let's get into this one. So pack 1, got Archmage of Runes. What is this? Here's an arena only one. So enters or attacks, discard a card, then seek a non-land card. When you discard a card this way, this creature deals damage equal to the discarded mana. Oh, okay. Discarded card's mana value to any target. That's interesting. It's 6 mana though, for a 6/6. I sort of wanted to just take Counterspell. I think based off my last experience, although I was going to say the lands with a type seem to be better because there's only one of these in like Undercity Sewers. Typal meaning, island swamp. There seemed to be less of only one of these, whereas they had like 3 copies of each individual fetch in the prior cube. My guess is they probably took away, I think that was just for Zendikar. So maybe there's less fetches in this one. I don't know. I think I'm just going to take Counterspell though. I'm a blue mage. Take blue card. Let's go. Okay. Moonveil Regent. This one's fun. Okay, there's Lom. Here's another arena only card. This card's disgusting. Like, genuinely broken. If it survives one turn, you kind of just win the game. I think I'm going to take that. Could go like a blue-white tempo, some Cheons, as they say. Memory Lapse is also a card I want to take, but this card's so good. All right. And now there's a Lier. This card's really fun too. Wow, we could build some pretty interesting control here. Is this? Oh, it's not the arena nerfed version. This is just the original version. So the one on Arena, I think they nerfed it so you can only play flashback cards on your turn, but now you can just play them whenever. There's also Spell Queller. Maybe that wheels, hedging us into this this archetype here. I do want to take Lier. I'm not going to want to take a ton of creatures, but I think this one's good enough. And the rest of this is not really anything that I want. All right. Geist of St. Traff. That's an awesome card. Well, ignore what I just said about creatures. I sort of just want to take this. Maybe I just try and wheel it. Maybe nobody else is wanting to take blue-white cards. I don't know. That's a tough bet. Like, Thought Scour would be perfectly serviceable. Milling myself for 2 is good with Lier. Plus, it's just a cantrip. Generically good. Dig Through Time as well. Could even hedge into black with Damnation. Declaration Stone is also decent. I mean, I'm just going to take the Geist here. This is like all the creatures I need. All the good threats in blue-white. Oh, okay, cool. So, a couple good picks here. Commit, I really like. Repeal solid, Thraben Charm as well. Could take a land, Fabled Passage. Could even hedge into black again. I mean, Esper is a pretty common color combination for some control. I think I'm just going to take the commit, though. This card does something that a lot of cards can't really do with the memory side, which is just preventing me from milling out in long games. Also, draw 7 can be good. I don't know if there's any combos with it in this cube, but we'll see. Okay, here, I could take a Think Twice. Baneslayer Angel. This used to be like a control finisher. I don't really need that. I kind of have just gross cards. Shoreland Looter, if I'm playing a bit more tempo-oriented, is pretty good. I think I just want to take the Think Twice or Steam Vents even. I could hedge into red. Actually, maybe I'll do that. Think Twice is kind of mid. I mean, it would be decent. It would be good in this deck. I would certainly play it, but I'm going to hedge into red a little bit. Okay. Now there's a Wooded Foothills. Storm Chaser's talent. I would like to take the talent, but I mean, a fetch this late. I already have one fetchable. I think I got to take that. Good lands are good. Okay. Now, ooh. Could take Sapphire Collector. Whenever you cast your second non-creature spell on a turn, conjure a Mox Sapphire into your hand. And they can also give other stuff in your graveyard flashback until end of turn. Sort of like Lier. Could also just take like Witch Enchanter or Thirst for Discovery. I'm going to want to make sure I have spells for both of these. So I think I'm going to take the Thirst here, actually. Okay. Now I could take Archmage. There's also Undercity Sewers if I'm hedging more into black. I think I like that over Archmage, even though we're probably going to have a lot of spells. This is not really the 5-mana card I want in this deck. Yeah, let's just take Undercity. Alright, Pillar of Flame Wield. No, Silent Visitor is not really for this deck. Okay, I'll take Pillar. I'm probably not going to play it, but we'll see. So definitely on the lookout for more interaction, just general spells. And I'm gonna keep my eyes open for something worth splashing too. I don't want to lock myself in too early. Okay, Fibblethip. Yeah, nothing here really worth for me. I'll take this. Exile 2 other cards from your graveyard to escape it. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, all cards you own named this get +1/+1. Okay. I'm not going to play it. Okay, now... Yeah, now I want to take Thought Scour, I think. Dig Through Time's really nice, but Thought Scour is better for setting me up, which is what I'm looking for right now. Cool. And then, okay, Repeal on the wheel. Kish the Skimmer could be good too. If I wanted to hedge into green a little bit, which I don't really want to. I have the Wooded Foothills, but Repeal's good. Oh, sweet. Okay, Think Twice Wield. So I didn't get the Spell Queller back, and I think that was the third pick, so that would have gone to me pick 10 or 11. I guess it's reasonable if somebody picked it up before then. It doesn't necessarily mean we're getting shut out of this color combination, but that would have been a really nice card. Okay. Pack 2. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap. Okay. There is Tomebound Lich, Captivating Crossroads, Clarion Spirit, and Consult for me. Could also take the Shadowy Backstreet again for keeping up some black. I don't know. I sort of just want to take Crossroads here for mana. Star Charts, though? Star Charts is pretty good. It's another draw spell. It's good to flash back with Lear. You know what? No, let's take the Star Charts. I think it's good enough as a draw spell. Oh, Teferi? This isn't the best Teferi, but I think all the modes are going to be reasonable. There's also a Marsh Flats, Shipwreck Marsh. Maybe that's better. Thing in the Ice is a fun card. Teferi, so I'm not going to get value on the untap. Yeah, I don't have anything that's too valuable to untap at the moment. So the +1 loses a lot of value from that. I think I'll just take the Marsh Flats then. Really good mana. On the lookout for a Hollowed Fountain. Okay, by invitation only, board wipe. I think I want to take that. It's going to be really nice to have at least one board wipe as just a general out in my deck. Fading Hope would be nice too, but I might wheel that. Okay. Oh, Reprieve. It's a good one. What is this? Desert Sea Note. If you were the starting player, this enters tapped. When it enters, choose up to 2 colors from among cards in your hand. Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. Activate only if a card left your graveyard this turn. I do have lots of flashback. I guess it's just Lear and like think twice, commit. Nah, let's just take Reprieve. That's super good tempo. I'm gonna cut the Pillar of Flame for now. Who knows? We might just be blue-white, but I definitely have the outs to play some other colors. Malevolent Hermit is solid. Forbidden Alchemy I could splash. Rip Apart I could also splash. How does this flip again? You cast 4 spells. 7 or more Ember counters. Oh, you get counters equal to the mana value. That's right. I mean, that could be good. I'm thinking between Hermit and Rip Apart. Bobble's fine too. Let's take Hermit. Sort of on theme. Okay, Deserted Beach now. It's a good one. There's also Novice Inspector and Chrome Host Seed Shark, which would both be good for me. But I just want to make sure blue-white lands are going to be really good for me. So, take that. Okay. I'm liking the look of this so far. Definitely just some blue-white control. Prismatic Ending. It's a good one. Tide Caller. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, target player mills 3. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, mills 10. Okay. Could do some self-mill. Could mill the opponent with that. I think I want to take Ending or Bouncer. Both of these are really good. And of the two, maybe I'll go with the Ending, being that it's a spell. Okay, here's another board wipe. Exile all creatures. If Delirium is active, create a 4/4 Angel. That's fun. There's also Intrude on the Mind, another big card draw spell. I don't really want to take another big card draw. Do they have... They must have the other version in this. I don't know if I've seen it. Okay. No, I'll take the Intrude. I'm probably not going to play it. I don't think I'm going to play any of those, though. Now I can take Backstreet or Crossroads. Take the Backstreet. Fetchable. And then Teferi or Thing in the Ice. I guess I'll take Teferi. Again, I don't really have anything to go with it yet. I may just cut that, but we'll see. Clarion Conqueror. It's a non-bow with Teferi, although we don't even know if we're playing that yet. I could end up playing this. And even possibly this. Okay, Rip Apart or Forbidden Alchemy. I don't think I need the Alchemy. I have cards that fill that role. I'm going to take the Rip Apart on the Speculation. Oh, Novice Inspector. Cool. It's a good blocker. Oh, no! There it is right there. Oh, we could have melded. Oh, man. That's sad. Well, I guess I could take Syncopate. This card's really good. I mean, these creatures would be fine too, but, like, I have win cons already. In a control deck, you don't need to be drafting win cons. I just need to be able to get there. I think I'm going to take the Syncopate, honestly. It's just a really good flexible piece of interaction. Exile's probably relevant in this format too. Okay, Polluted Delta. Gisa? Ooh. Fun. Clone Crafter also is really fun. I think I'm going to just take the Delta, though. What does this do? When enters creature cards in your graveyard, perpetually get 1/1. Blight X. Return this creature, or return this. Oh, I see. So it's like a recurring nightmare. Okay. Not good in this deck, but... I could also take Prophetic Titan. I did pass on that Bauble earlier, so Delirium's going to be a little bit challenging to enable. I'm just going to take the Delta. Now there's a Geralf. Oh, Hollowed Fountain. Yeah. I have been on the lookout for this, so let's just take it. Now there's a Settle the Wreckage, Banishing Light, Spectral Sailor. I think I just want to take, like, a Settle the Wreckage. It's a really good defensive card. Sure. Oh, Obsidat. It's a fun one. I think I'd rather just take Mana Leak, though. What is this? Oh, Labman? We're not really doing a Labman thing. Portable Hold would be decent, too, but take the Mana Leak. Oh, Enter the God Eternals. That's a really fun one, too. Man, lots of cool cards here. Anguished Unmaking. So either way, we'd be splashing some black. Of these, which would I rather have? I think God Eternals? No, I'll take the Anguished. Just point and click removal. Dream Eater's solid. Pixie, I don't think I have anything that really goes with that. Good with Novice Inspector, I guess. We're probably not playing red now. I think I'd rather play this Anguished Unmaking. I'll take this. Okay, now there's a Lauren. There's also Organ Hoarder. So it's just like a generic value card. Good in like standard limited formats. What does this do? Okay, I'm not all that interested. I'll take Lauren. Not 100% if I'm going to play it yet, but we'll see. Memory Deluge now. Yep, just what I want. Could take the Poppet Stitcher as well, but Deluge is just better. Okay. Yeah, this deck's going to be good. I still don't think I'm going to play this Teferi. Its +1 essentially reads, get an extra mana every turn, and then tap something the opponent controls, but it doesn't stay tapped. It'll untap on their turn. Oh, Impulse. I think I'll take that over Spara's or Clone Crafter. Impulse, just making sure I hit the right cards at the right time, is good in control, so yeah. Works for me. This is going to be a really good control deck. I am excited to play it. So we're probably cutting Foothills, because that doesn't fetch anything without Steam Vents, which we don't need. But mana's still good here. I could take Ragran Triumph. I don't want the doll here. I guess the alternative is Geralf. I don't know how often I'm going to be multi-spelling. And I don't really need it, because I have other win cons. Just keep on improving the mana. I could honestly, I mean, Rip Apart's pretty free. I could just play it. Oh, but Spectral Sailor too? What does this do? Enters, if it's cast from your graveyard, attach it to target creature you control. It gets +2/+0, flying and haste. Okay. Take the Sailor. And Portable Hole. Wow. Okay. And Hard Evidence? Jeez. Okay, that's probably better than Novice Inspector in this deck, because it's a spell. Okay. Wow. A lot of good stuff here. So gonna have some cuts. Let me actually put this in with speculation, just for now. And let's see. So Clarion Conqueror, activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated. So I have to be on the lookout. Do I have enough? Is this going to be a non-bow with enough things in my deck to where it's just not worth playing? It doesn't work. It shuts off Lauren, Malevolent Hermit, Spectral Sailor, Teferi. Anything else? I don't think so. Oh, it shuts off the clues as well. I think, yeah, I think that just shuts off too much of my deck. It's nice for us to have activated abilities as mana sinks in a control deck. It's just generally a good thing to have. So I think I'd rather play without that. How am I winning the game? Geist Saint Traft, Lamb, Dream Eater. That's pretty much it. That's enough ways. I have a lot of card draw stuff. Intrude on the Mind is also potentially a way to win. It's a card draw spell that also gives you a Thopter. That can be a pretty decent size. I have the memory to prevent me from milling. So, I don't know. Let's see. I like all these creatures. Like in the Mana Sinks, interaction, and then win conditions. I think I can definitely cut on some of this card draw. And ideally some of the more expensive card draw. So I think that means cutting Intrude on the Mind. Thirst for Discovery is discard 2 unless you discard a basic. I guess that's fine. I'm running at least 17 lands for this deck. Could even potentially run 18. Just because it's really nice to hit a land every turn in control. Teferi, have we decided if this is good enough? The +1's just so weak. And the -2 is just like a fine card draw. So, yeah, let's cut this. Even though it's a Teferi Planeswalker and I'm playing a blue-white deck, I'll just cut it. And I do want to keep Anguish Unmaking. I'm happy splashing this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources. That's plenty. Hard Evidence is an early block. Do I cut Thought Scour? Milling myself is still good. The problem is if I mill my win condition creatures, I don't have ways to get them back. I can get back spells from my graveyard, no problem. But the creatures could be an issue. Something to keep in mind. Consult, Impulse, I want to keep. Think twice for sure. Okay, so maybe I do cut the Thought Scour. Yeah. I'll cut that. I guess, I mean, I have memory as a way to get back everything, but it's not a very reliable way to do it. And then I don't think I want to cut any interaction. Let me split this up by interaction versus cantrips. And I guess onboard interaction versus spell-based interaction here. So draw, 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 on board, draw, draw, some board wipes, and commit. So 3 counter spells, I guess, oops, reprieve. So you have five counter spells. Oops, nope, 4 counter spells, 4 on board. And then a whole lot of card draw. I guess commit's also on board. I like all of these. So, got to cut 1 card. What do I cut? think Portable Hole I do want to keep. It's my only cheap way to get rid of an early threat, which could be an issue if I don't have my board wipes yet. Could cut Malevolent Hermit. It is solid. I don't know. Maybe it's just Think Twice is my worst draw. Or Thirst. How many basics am I running? Gonna be 10. It's nice that it's instant speed. Or I could even cut Lauren. I guess that's another piece of interaction on board. And this is another spell-based interaction, so this is another draw. And then move the... Whoops. Definitely want to play Lamb. Lamb. Okay. So onboard interaction, spell-based interaction, draw, and win cons, quote-unquote, with board wipes. Maybe it's the hard evidence. I just like having the blocker early. And then it lets me pass turn on 2 with, you know, bluff counterspell. So I guess in that case, more often than not, I'm going to want to hold up 2 mana on turn 2. So maybe then Malevolent Hermit's a cut. I could see it. All right, let's just cut that. And then look at our lands. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blue. And we said 5 black. That's fine. Okay. It'd be nice to run an extra land, but I'll just let the Arena Shuffler do its thing. Just give me all the lands for free. All right, game 1 against DMAC. This is a control hand. I will keep. On the play is Gary. Okay, 1 drop is even worse. You know what? I will Portable Hole it. There's a chance they play a scarier 2-drop, but I want to hold up Mana Leak on 2. Okay. That works for me. Island, pass. Stormseeker, let's counter that. I don't need to shock yet, so I'll just play Hard Evidence and bluff for Preve. I don't know if the value of 2 life is better to bluff a blue counterspell or not, but I'm happy with this. So Gatekeeper, it's been a while since I've seen this. Whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell, if it shares a card type with the exiled card, this creature deals 2 damage to that player. Okay. So probably exiling instant. Yep. Good decision. So probably gonna have to clear that guy. Okay, board wipe. Sure, I will shock it in now, so I can memory lapse end of turn and pass turn. I'll take some damage doing it, but that's okay. Hopefully they just fled the board here. Okay, that's fine. Brimstone Volley, 3 damage to any target, Morbid deals 5. Okay. Alright, Memory Deluge, I'll take 2. Ooh. Lots of good options here. I think I'm going to take Lamb and Prismatic Ending over the Dream Eater. Prismatic Ending I can use to get rid of the Gatekeeper now before it causes too many more issues. Okay. Pay 2. I'll play Island. I can cycle the Triome, potentially. May just impulse either way, but keeping this in hand for future. Oh no, my crab. Okay. Oh, now they have Morbid, so they can shoot me for 5. Sure. Got me down to 11. Let's Impulse. Trying to find some counter spells. Perfect. Could also take Spectral Sailor as a good draw spell, but counter spell is perfect here. So now I can play my Lamb and hold up counter spell, and we are in the clear here. It's probably GG. Unless they can, if they have 2 removal spells, that might get them out of this. Helana Elena. That's a really good one. I'm going to let it resolve. I guess I don't have a black source, so maybe that was wrong. I was thinking I was just going to Anguish Unmaking. Okay, let's cycle. First for discovery. Alright, I'll pass. Fiery Temper, I'm going to counter that one. So we get a Monastery Mentor every time I cast a non-creature spell. This card is insane. Now I could even play by invitation only and choose 1. Yeah, that's gross. And I have Reprieve up. So I get my triggers first. I get a token. Get another Monastery. I'll choose 1. We each sacrifice 1. I sack my doo-doo token. And we are in total control here. You can have your Root Walla. Okay, GG. Cool, yep. Power of Lamb right there. If you haven't seen that card before, it is busted. Just another one of the arena-only cards that kind of takes over these cubes. But, alright, on to game 2. Alright, game 2. Opening hand. Got a Geist, Prismatic Entry, or Ending. Some card draw. I'll keep this. Crypt Breaker, that's a really good one. I think good enough that I want to actually just kill that. Let's grab our Hollowed Fountain. I'll shock it in. Let me just get that off the board. Otherwise, they can just hold this up for eternity and keep making zombies with it. And then my counter magic is kind of nullified. Looks like they're also on the blue-black thing. I'll play Delta. Probably fetch a Surveil land here. I don't want to consult yet. Let's grab Undercity. Settle the Wreckage. Probably not going to do it in this matchup. Opponent also appears to be on some control. I could run out the Geist, but it's a little risky into open blue mana. I'd rather just make sure this resolves. Gisa and Garoff. Okay, you can have it. So they can cast zombies from their graveyard. Luckily, the Crypt Breaker's exiled. They have Relentless Dead in there. Okay. Let's Thirst. Discard Plains. Alright. And now I can play Geist. Sure. Portable Hole won't get rid of Gisa. So they're going to get some value here. They're attacking? Okay. Let's play Portable Hole. They don't have any interaction. Okay. Let's get in with an attack. Yeah, as long as Geist is able to attack, I mean, we're going to probably win this game. I got to be a little careful here, but I'm going to pass turn. I can Consult or Memory Deluge. Probably just Memory, because that one has to cost 4. Champion of the Parish. Sure. I mean, I could Consult and try and find a counterspell, I guess, and not kick this. but I think I'd rather get the full deluge. Okay. More zombie things. So let's grab... Ooh, perfect. So I can just bounce their whole board. Actually, I can... let's anguish the Gisa. And then repeal your champion. It's a 1 cost, right? Yeah. Alright. Now I have the board. Keep getting in there, Geist. Next turn I have Dream Eater. Oh. Okay. So... Vein Ripper, A. That is a scary one. I could Dream Eater it. The ward means I'm going to have to sacrifice Dream Eater. When that happens, I will lose 2 life. I will be able to get in with Geist. Put them down to 2. Alternatively, I could go Lier. I don't have anything 1 cost to get back. It would be good for setting up Anguish I'm making next turn, although that's going to cost me a bit of life. Could also just like get down Lamb and go a little wide. I think I want a Dream Eater here. And Surveil so I can keep Commit on top. Everything else, I think I just bin, right? Sure. Bounce this. Yes, I'm aware it has ward. I will sacrifice this. And lose 2. Yes. Hit you for 6. And the next turn, if they just replay Vein Ripper, we have lethal with the commit. Once again, they'll gain some life. Although, yeah, I just have to play a creature first. Oh. Animate dead on... Oh, okay. Sure. What are they going to bounce? Portable hole? Okay. Sure. That's pretty good. Feast of Forgotten Gods. That's a fun card. Alright. So now... I think I want to deal with this. Let's go... Actually, can I go Lamb? I could go Lamb, Portable Hole, and then Consult. Ideally, I play Lauren as well, just to get rid of this Animate Dead, which would kill the Dream Eater. Maybe that's better. Well... Oh man, I just need one more mana. Lear still doesn't really do anything, right? No. Okay. I will do it this way. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Oh, and that's lethal with the Angel. Her Dur. Forgot about that. That was their only flyer. I didn't realize they're at 4. Okay, cool. 2-0 on to game 2. Or game 3. Alright, game 3. Opening hand, Mana Leak and Impulse. Some card draw, Lamb. Gonna need to draw some white, but I think this is good enough to keep. Wish I was on the play, but turn 2, holding up Counterspell and Cantrip is usually pretty good. Okay, there's our white source, and it's a surveil, so that's perfect. Yep. Okay, no turn 2 place. That's awesome. Now, you're in my wheelhouse, opponent. Welcome. You're off. You can try that again later. Alright, Undercity Sewers. Looking for a white source at this point. I think I'll bin this. Get a little bit of value. Pass turn. I don't really want to impulse for a white source. Let's try that again. Maybe never. Okay. Island, let's just pass turn. Deep analysis? Okay, cool. Love that card. Let's draw. And look. Here's a white source. Could grab another counterspell. I think I do want to take a counterspell. Okay. This works for me. Pass turn. If they don't do anything, I can just Spectral Sailor and draw. I'm not going to counter Preordain. If they do something that I need to counter, I can do that and Thirst. I'm going to discard this swamp. Okay, let's play the Spectral Sailor. Are they going to interact with it now? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'll just take a draw. Okay, there's Polluted Delta, so now I can find a white source. Let's do that. They could have counterspells still. I can counter back. Ideally, this resolves, though, and then I can counter their play. Perfect. Okay. Lamb hold up counterspell is often just GG. You can have that. I have the portable hole. Okay. Put that thing in a hole. Wait a minute. Don't clip that out of context. No. If you got removal, yeah. So let's counter your removal spell. Okay, hole resolves. And let's just get in there. I could use this now to get the prowess, but I am going to hold up instant speed so I can psych my opponent out. Okay, that's a good one. So I have to actually respond now. If I let this resolve, I don't know what mana value card they're going to discard. Let's do this now. Get the prowess trigger, so they have to discard a 4-drop if they want to kill my board. Okay, it discarded a 5-drop. Or a 4-drop, that is a 4-drop. Yep. Flow state. Alright. I think let's consult now. For 4, maybe find a Geist. Oh, there's a Leer. Take Leer. And what else? Do I want a board wipe? Am I more likely to want that or like a Lauren or Repeal? Maybe I'll take a board wipe just in case they've been sandbagging. And I'm getting low on library, but I have this memory I can always flash back. Just want to keep hitting lands for sure, so I can stay ahead on mana. Okay, consult for 8, sure. Okay, there's Geist and Syncopate. Alright. Play the Geist. Counterspell? No. Okay. I could play Lier, although that's not going to keep enough for Syncopate. Let's just play the Hard Evidence then. And I'll pass turn. So, gotta dodge a cheap board wipe. Callous Dismissal to get their thing back. I think that's fine. Okay. Draw. I mean, I can just replay this. So unless they're flipping thing this turn, and even if they do, I can still kill it. Oh, there's the anger. Okay. So yes, let's counter that one. Counter unless you pay 3. Okay. Portable hole. Alright, thing down. Let's get in for combat. Alright, they decided to prevent 2 damage. Second main, I think I just pass turn. I could again play Lier. It shuts off all counterspells. I'll just pass turn. A bunch of draw I can do. Key to the Archive. Okay, I don't like to see that, because I'm going to be playing memory soon. And letting them have a lot of mana after drawing 7 cards doesn't sound like the best idea. So they could... There's a number of things they could get here. Avacyn's Judgment. What does this do? 2 damage divided if you choose any number. Oh, okay, yeah. Not going to work against Geist. God Eternals? Sure. Make me mill. Actually, let me play Memory Deluge first. And grab... Yeah, grab this. Grab this. Doesn't really matter. It just gives me a way to kill the Key to the Archive before I play Memory. Okay, my turn. Let's go Lauren on your key. I could ending as well. Ending for 0. Kill this. Okay. Let's attack. Hitcha. The thing is, if I play Memory, they could draw one of their board wipes again. We do know they also have one of the powerful cards in hand, which is a little scary. So I think I am going to Memory. If it costs me my Geist, that's fine. Let's see what they got here. Sure, so they can do that again. I have the monastery as a win con in hand. We'll see what else they do. Is this Leonardo? I don't know the turtles. Geralf, sure. If you have another spell, that's gonna be annoying. Yep. Okay. That's fine. So I'm actually gonna hold on to the repeal. I could bounce one of the tokens right now, but I want to play Mentor. Now I go whole on the thing. Let's just outright get rid of this. And then I can pass turn and hold all this up. Okay, I got the key again. Let's reprieve that. Okay. I think I let it resolve now. They're only gonna have 2 mana. I think I can win here on my turn. Madness, you gonna play it? Yep. I will counter. And I think I have the win. Alright. Go plains, repeal 1 token. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Yep. Cool. Alright. Doing the control thing. I love it. On to game 4. 3-0. Alright, game 4. Let's continue controlling the game. This hand, it's okay. Mana's good. I'll keep it. It's not perfect, but... Okay, hard evidence. Well... Yeah, I'll play that turn 1. Okay. Opponent also appears to be doing the control thing. Pass turn. I will grab a Surveil land, I think. Just so I can get the black online. Sure. Deserted Beach. Yeah, I'll keep lands. Alright, pass turn. Think twice now. Sure. Sure. Alright. Crack Clue. Spectral Sailor is good. Can flash that in now. I'd honestly be a fan if they counterspelled this. Sure, that's fine. Pass turn. The Control Mirror, everybody's favorite game. I do love playing control decks. What does this do? Choose a creature type, add 1 mana of any color for the chosen type. Seems like a weird land to play in a control deck. I guess 4 exhaust, seek a card of the chosen type. I see, here's 1 spirit. Okay. Look at the top card. Once each turn, you may cast a spell from the top of your library if it shares a card type with the card exiled here. So instant, I'm guessing. Okay, they exiled their own Think Twice. That works for me. Let's get rid of this. Replay the Sailor. Alright, now we're getting in for damage. Hit you for 1, pass turn. Got Consult up now, though, and Commit. I could have used that last turn on that guy, but whatever. That's fine. Cantrip, all you'd like. No blue mana at the moment. Okay, Island. Are they just passing? Okay. I will Star Charts. Okay. That's fine. Now I got Dream Eater up. And get in for combat. Hit you for 1 again. I got you dead in 18 turns, buddy. For me. Passing. Okay. Activate this. Good Think Twice. Honestly, I'm gonna not do it. I want to hold up Repeal just in case they try to kill my Sailor. I'll do it now, looking for land. Nope. That's fine. Get in for 1. And I'll pass. Okay, so Seek a Spirit. I don't know what other spirits they might have. Let's activate this again. If they want to kill it now, whatever. Alright. Island. Get in there. Slowly but surely. Geist. Okay. So. Definitely can't let that resolve. I could commit, so they have to replay it. And then syncopate it on the replay. I think if I'm doing that, it makes more sense just to play the syncopate. And counter unless they pay 5. They could very well have another counterspell. I guess if they do that, I still won't be able to commit. Although, actually, no, yes. Let me commit first. Try and bait out a counterspell here. Okay. Nope, so it just goes back into their deck. And that's fine for me. Let's play Thirst? No, mana efficiency is a thing. Let's do this. Okay. I can just get rid of Swamp. I think I actually want to play that land, though. Let's discard Impulse and Ending. Okay. Now I can start deploying some actual threats. So, play Geist. And pass turn. Sailor of their own, sure. Okay. So if they have a cantrip, okay, they're just going to do that to try and draw Geist. Perfect. And then I'll just syncopate it. They're not playing it. Okay. I could repeal the Sailor. They're not going to be able to activate it, though. Maybe I'll just activate Sailor. I just want to keep hitting land drops for sure. Yeah. That works. Now I can play Lamb. And then hold up all my stuff. And if this resolves with no counterspell, that's a problem for them. Yep. Okay. Now we take over. So they could have a flash creature or something here, but we'll see. Okay, sure. Bounce my token. That's fine. I will allow it. Spectral Adversary. That one I don't really want to allow. Yeah, I'll mana leak it. They might get their own Geist down, but now that I have the Lamb out, that's fine. If we trade Geists, I still end up ahead. Still have Syncopate, but I can only do X is equal to 2. So we'll see if that comes up. Exile all creatures. Well, looks like you only have 1 mana open, opponent. Thank you kindly. Awesome. Alright. And now we just have lethal. Repeal. X is 1. Good game. Gotta love the control mirror. Oh no. Cool. GG opponent. Looks like we had pretty similar decks overall. On to the next one. Alright, 4-0 right now. Let's get into it. Opening hand, got Memory Deluge. Seems good enough for me. Although, Marsh Flats, I could get Hollowed Fountain with this, but I would like to get a Surveil land to try and hit land 3. On second glance, it is a little awkward. I need to hit lands. I'll still keep it. But it's a bit risky. It's not a great hand. I think I am going to get a Surveil land, even though I won't be able to hold up Counterspell on 2. It's just more important that I hit land drops. Shaman. Oh no, I'm giving them value. Well, it is what it is. So, the question is, I mean, I could get Sewers and that would allow me to hold up Counterspell. Yeah, you know what? I have more white sources in the deck. Let's do this. Triome? Okay. I'm gonna hold up Counterspell. They have access to 3 mana this turn, so countering their 3-drop seems like a big swing. Okay. Spinner of Souls. Counter that one. Alright. So, not holding anything up right now, but thankfully I've hit my lands. Hit a land. Haven't missed a land drop. Need to draw another one here. Fabled Passage, so again, they have access to 3 mana this turn. They do not have anything to do with it. Okay. Well, Mana Leak's a good draw. I'll Portable Hole and just hold up Mana Leak. Get this guy out of here. Okay. So, never good to be a control deck and miss land drops. Hopefully I don't fall too far behind here. Search for a basic land, reveal it, put it in your hand. It becomes a clue in addition to its other types. Interesting. See, this is the type of arena-only design where I'm okay with it. But some of the broken stuff is just so annoying. I'll counter the Ewit. It's essentially a 2-for-1. Okay, now I've got Deluge open. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Sure. You may do that. Oh, they're on Jund? Interesting. Is their mana really bad, or have they just gotten unlucky with only basic so far? Yes, and Fabled Passage. Double black, online. Okay. Yeah, I think I want the board wipe. It'd be nice to take double land here, but I think this is a matchup where board wipe's going to do some work. And I could just play Leer. I mean, it kind of forces them to kill it, although I don't really have anything to flashback. I'll just sandbag it. Whatever. Got nothing else going on. Opponent's not doing much. Yep, I'll take one. Whenever this enchantment or another permanent you control names this enters, manifest dread, and you can conjure another copy. Okay. Well, thankfully I have a way to get rid of that. So they're milling themselves out pretty quick. Could be relevant. And if this is a creature, they can flip it face up by paying its costs. I'm going to grab the Surveil land. Get our second white source. Syncopate is good. I would rather hit a land. Okay. So now, let's go Lauren. Get rid of their enchantment here. Could also get rid of their land, that's funny. Alright, full Jund out. Yeah, what's up with your mana base there, opponent? Not really sure what's going on with this deck. Kind of just Jund things. Jund mid-range, I guess. I'm sure they have some removal sitting in hand. That hasn't been very good against us. Okay. Let me get rid of the hole. That's fine. I will trade here. Okay. So they're passing. What do I do here? Could board wipe now. They will be able to remove portable hole end of turn. Get back their DRS. Could just hold up Dream Eater. I mean, bouncing the Vantasaur isn't great for me. I'll just get another ETB. I will pass turn. I'm going to play it greedy. I want them to play some more creatures. Yep, that's fine. Alright, I could settle the wreckage, save 5 HP. I don't think I will. Life is a resource. Okay. That's fine. I will lose 2 life. Not sure why that was activated now. I guess because if I draw 7, sure. Okay. Let's decline. I'll discard Settle. And how about Dream Eater? And go to my turn. And let's each sacrifice, oh, I don't know, 13 creatures. I could consult, look at the top 7, put 1 in hand. Ideally, I'd like to wait until I can kick it. But it might be good enough just to play it, and then play Lier on my turn. We'll see what they do. Okay. I do have access to 4 colors of mana, thanks to the Triome, so I can just get rid of that. Any opponent may sacrifice. If they do, tap Gitrog. Okay. So it is a 6/6. X is 3. And yep. So 4 colors of mana used. And now I can consult on their turn. So I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure they're just holding on to some removal. They've been for a while. Okay, let's consult. Geist, Anguished, Lamb as well. I would like to get one of these creatures out of the 2. I guess Geist. And then Anguished for their big guy. Okay. Play Geist. Get rid of Kogla. And then I can hold up my clue. Okay. It's actually a bit of a problem against me because it can transform. I don't often cast spells on my turn. But it doesn't block yet. On the transform, so each other creature you control that's a werewolf or wolf, get +1/+1. Beginning of your end step, create a 2/2. And if 2 more spells are cast, it flips again. I can just bounce it. Or I could just play Leer. Do that. I've got all of these spells to play. What do I want to play? I guess Hard Evidence. And they are Infernal Grasping. Okay. So I can't counterspell this. Leer has an ability, spells can't be countered. I think, though, I do want to... Well, do I want to kill the mayor? I don't need to, really. Let's play this. Okay. Grab Lamb and grab Commit. Alright. Now I have protection against milling out, too. If they pass turn, cast no spells to flip this, I am a-okay with that. Dirk. Grr.
You've got a good head on those shoulders. Now, it's kill or be killed.
Alright, let's play the Lamb. Go to combat. Geist to face. I'm going to send the Angel to Garrick. Just so I don't have to deal with it.
The curse is affecting me more than I thought.
And then I'm holding up basically 2 counter spells. Binding the Old Gods. That's a good one. Let's reprieve it. Looks like you can't replay it. Bolt? Nope. Why don't you put that in your library? And that's GG. Yep. Alright. Perfect so far. 5-0, I believe. On to the next game. Alright, we are 5-0, playing blue-white control. Opening hand. No blue sword. Well, I have the marsh flats. Never mind. Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna go back straight on 1. This might be better. Guaranteed blue on 2. Delta? Yeah, I'll just keep lands. I have board wipe, I have single target, I have card draw. So hopefully I can just sit back here, play with myself a little bit. Waka waka. And then just wipe the board. We'll see. Okay. They've got 1 creature in graveyard. Oh my gosh, a creature animation in my arena in 2026? What in the world? Okay. Let's go Polluted Delta. And I could play the Geist here. I don't think I want to, though. I'm gonna be board wiping at some point. I'll just hold up Syncopate. English to Unmaking. Vessel? Okay. So it looks like they're on some Abzan mid-range. Black, green, white. I'm just going to grab an island here. and exile this. Even though I have the board wipe, I want to get them to deploy more creatures. I don't want them to sit back on that and try and just slow roll me. Let's go Marsh Flats. And do I play creature now? No. I'll just wait. Gotta have patience playing control. I'm currently facing nothing on board, so I just gotta see what they're doing. Okay. That is just a big creature. That is also just a big creature. Counter unless you pay 2. Right. And I'll grab my Triumph. Now, let's go Surveil Land. Thirst, sure. Keep that. I'm gonna consult here, probably. Alright. Pick 2 out of the top 5. Mana leak for sure. And I guess commit? Yeah, sure. Okay. Has anything changed? Probably taking a hit from this guy. I'll see what they do. So I have 5 mana currently, could go to 6. 5's enough to think twice mana leak. I think I'll play this tapped. This past turn. If they swing for 3, I'm just going to take it. Okay. They're going to play more creatures. I would be a big fan. Alright, that did grow their guy, so maybe I bounce it now. We'll see. Yeah, I'll bounce it now. They have the fetch land in play if they're not careful. Okay, so it goes in their deck. If they want to crack their fetch now in the next 2 turns, it's going to shuffle away their creature. There we go. Now I can board wipe. X is 13. Or choose 13. And it milled their creature, so that works. Hold up mana leak. Would have been nice if I could have played Geist that turn too, but whatever. They have the spider spawning too, which I have to be careful about. Might even go memory. I might have to. Let's see. They have enough to replay the spider. So that's pretty good. I didn't think about that too much. I do have mana leak though, so never mind. I did think about that and I was calculating it the whole time. Expert level gamer. 3/3 death touch. No! Anyways. Kill that. Play Geist. And lean back in the chair. See what they do. Got them pretty low on resources now. Welcome to control. We're glad you're here. And I could memory now, given that I don't have any plays, but it's not smart to do so. I have them in a position where I know they're low on resources. They don't really have playable cards, it seems. Yeah, so perfect. All right, GG. On to the next one. All right, 6-0. See if we can get that perfect 7-0 sweep. Opening hand on the play. I do like this hand. Got Syncopate, Lamb, card draw. Survey a land on one. Settle the Wreckage. That's matchup dependent. I'll bottom it. I guess I'd just rather hit lands. Okay. Play Island to hold up Syncopate. Alright, opponent starts off blue-black. Sultai? Wayfinder. Okay. It's not a very valuable card to Syncopate, but it could... I mean, if their deck's good enough, if they have a ton of graveyard stuff, this is a pretty good first card to get rid of. Also, if they're needing a land drop, this will just prevent that. So, I don't mind that. Now, I would like to hold up Thirst, but then I'd have to play my basic. Let's just play the Triumph. Give me double white. Okay, Analyst, so they're going to mill either way. Bunch of lands in graveyard now. That's a little scary. I think then I should probably get rid of this, otherwise they're going to get 3 lands back. Just trying to stay ahead here. If they get a huge mana advantage, then that's going to make it hard for us. It's all about keeping things close in the early game when you're playing control, just not letting your opponent get too far ahead on, you know, either resources or on board. Keep it all manageable. Yeah, make it all manageable. I could play Lamb. I don't have any backup. I'll just pass. Okay. Spider spawning. Another spider spawning deck. Okay. So Settle might have been good in this matchup, but hopefully I can find my other board wipe at some point. Witness. Get back maybe spider spawning or one of their mill cards. Okay. I'm going to crack this for my Surveil land before playing Thirst. And ideally find a basic... Oh. Okay. Could mill that now. Yeah, why don't we? I will mill that. And then play Thirst. There's a basic. Sure, let's discard it. And then I'll play Lamb. I'll give them an opening to kill it. But at least I've created one monk. Oh, that was good enough for them. I guess they lost to enough Alchemy cards today. And quite frankly, I don't blame them. Like I mentioned at the top of this, I think that's my biggest issue with this cube. They just have, like, you know, it's supposed to be a planar cube. We're going back to Innistrad. It's going to be all thematic. And then what really just ends up winning games is these busted Alchemy cards. Now, I did have Geist as well, which is a real card. Same with Lier. It's mainly just Lamb in this deck, I believe. Everything else is a real card. I think so, yeah. So... But I get the understanding. That's been my biggest issue with this cube. I did like this deck a lot. I think, yeah, I mean, not much else to say about this deck. Just a really good, you know, blue-white controlled deck, splashing black, of course. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me know if you want to see the next version of the cube. Starting next Tuesday, it's going to be Kamigawa. I'm busy most of the week. I've been uploading like 3 times a week, so we'll see when exactly I get around to posting that, if that happens. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see the next version or some more of this Innistrad cube, and catch you in the next one. Peace. Also check out Slay the Spire 2 vids. Okay.